Guapodamas. And your boy Guapodamas is about to cut away and give you Jerry and Mr. LP in his house.
Yo, 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 what up, everybody? 4luvofboxing podcast, the show, Friday nights. We thank you for joining us. You know, there's so much boxing, there's so much to discuss, and we cannot wait. LP, for life, 4luvofboxing, representing. We're going to have a good old time.
As we always do,
Yes,
whether
sir.
it's boxing or whether it's just hanging out, chilling. But yeah, let's get into it, man. We here are the 4luvofboxing podcast. Let's talk some boxing.
Hey, so listen, fellas, there was news that just came out not too long ago that I heard David Benavidez' next fight is against Anthony Yarde.
Yes.
Man, how do you guys think of that kind of smoke is coming, bro? Because when I look at it, I'm like, oh, being a Benavidez fan, man.
I see Jerry getting all places. We're going to go around your head. Jerry, I know you excited about this one.
Bro,
Yeah.
people have been talking to me all the time. When is David going to fight Canelo? When is Canelo going to fight David for the last couple years? And all I keep telling everybody who's willing to listen is David just needs to keep staying active and knocking fools out. And that's exactly what he's been doing. He's like, I'm moving past 68, going up to 75. I'm going to start knocking out some guys that never been knocked out before. I'm going to give them some hellacious battles. I'm going to start taking some belts. I'm going to start headlining my own pay-per-views. And here we are. Again, David being the headliner, going across the world to fight another very tough.
Yes. Yes.
Should not be looked. I mean, these odds are probably going to be the closest that they've been in a very long time against the David Benavidez. This guy is a natural 170. Anthony Yarde,
is a real cat,
he is
We're
built
talking
like a
about somebody
linebacker, but fights like a boxer.
Hell of a fighter, man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that fight too.
So again, you know, Anthony Yarde's going to look chiseled. He's going to look like he's ready for Mr. Universe.
Yeah.
You know, and then David's going to
Big
come
boy.
in and he's going to look lanky and he's going to be in shape and he's going to throw more punches and eventually
fighting style. How do you think it'll kind of work out?
eventually,
you know, that'll be the shape, but
I think eventually we're going to get us another entertaining scrap. You know, David's always
in
entertaining.
a good fight, man.
So,
shout out to Team
Anthony
Easy,
Yarde has that mentality, though.
Yeah, he a dog.
He
bro.
does not like to lose.
Yo,
Yeah,
where
he's
is
a
that?
dog.
Where is that fight gonna be held?
In Saudi.
Yeah.
Riyadh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
it's gonna be an early fight.
it's going to be an afternoon
Yeah,
fight for
it's
us
gonna be
here
an
in
early
AZ.
fight.
Shout out
Yeah.
to His Majesty Turkey, man. He's putting together more fights, man. I can't front. I love seeing them big fights, man. So he keeps putting them together. I keep supporting too, man.
And he just made it
Made an
official.
appointment, no more pay-per-view.
No more Riyadh season or no more ring card pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
That's a crazy detail, bro. It's a crazy detail.
Free on the zone.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
So you're gonna get
That's
subscription, which means more than likely the subscription gonna probably go up a little more.
Yeah.
But guess what? I've been a subscriber since day one. I don't
Hey,
care.
Segue, I mean, straight up, the zone is the home of boxing right now. They really are. There's no other network or streaming service that has provided as much content as the zone
You know
has.
what's funny? You mentioned that Top Rank's contract with ESPN is about to expire.
Yeah.
And rumor is, well, the whispers, not rumors. People are talking like, so what are they gonna do? Where are they gonna call home? And the zone is like the frontliner.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which is good
Very
for us,
interesting.
fight fans,
Yeah,
because you're
yeah.
going to get more promoters working with even more promoters again. It's not just going to be a top
Bigger
rank show.
fights and better bang for your buck. You can't go wrong with it, man.
Yeah.
Listen, there's other big fights in the horizon, man. We actually, I was tuning in and seeing some banter going on between Shakur, who just won last weekend, right? But Conor Ben was having an interview going on, man. And, man, I got a chance to see a little bit of that banter going on between those two. That was pretty cool banter to see. But, you know, Conor Ben has a big fight coming up here in September, right? It's the rematch. With Eubanks Jr.
Eubanks Jr.
So, I mean, what do you
That
guys
first
think
fight
of
was
that fight, bro?
that first fight was a banger.
I mean,
I was
that
so
first fight
hey,
was fire.
hey, I was so impressed. I wasn't sure what to expect with the boys, respectfully, because you know the dads actually been to war. They actually had a rivalry, you know, back in the '90s and stuff, you know. But to see the boys, I'm like, is it real? You know, is it real? But they really don't. It was a family feud. They don't like each other, and they gave us a fucking classic. And I remember seeing afterwards, I'm like, oh man, I will fucking love to see that again. The right man did win, real talk. And there was no complaints from either fucking sides either. The right man did win. But I was like, man, let's run that shit back. When I found that out too, I was like, bet. Cannot fucking wait. And hey, how about this? We've been trying to get to the freaking other side of the pond, man. I don't know if this is as big of a fight to make that shit possible, but like...
It is, bro. That atmosphere looked amazing, bro.
Oh.
When it comes to the importance for them, how they're going to view this.
What I do
fight,
remember,
man,
me and Jerry were actually talking about the entertainment. The ring walk, but from both of them, you know, they had entertainment. They were doing they were doing their thing, man. Like it was like an event, and people were screaming and hollering. And how many? Shit, I don't remember the numbers, but they obviously had tens of thousands of people in attendance. It was a big fucking fight. And guess what? Now that I think about it, you're right. That rematch is gonna be even bigger because the first fight was actually such a great fucking fight.
Hey, man, how do you guys view that rematch taking place, man? I mean, at least for me, I like Conor Ben, man. So I kind of hope that he's able to do his adjustments and win. I had the fight a draw for the first time. Wasn't mad either way however it played out. Like, there was really no argument there as to how it could play out, especially if I have a draw, right? I thought the fight was fire. If they can rebuild that same thing once again, it'll be fire again, man. I want to go, man. Let's go see. Let's go sing Sweet Caroline with all those bitches.
Yeah.
We got to learn more than just Sweet Caroline.
Right?
They sing a couple different songs too.
Everybody's singing that one, bro.
If we're going to a fighting event, that's the one they're going to be singing. That's going to be
Wait, we've all been ringside in Vegas or
time,
Texas and did Sweet Caroline before. It wasn't the same, obviously, but it was pretty sweet.
We gave it our American.
Caroline.
we gave it our American effort. Yeah, but no, speaking of Eubank and Conor Ben, it looks like there were some issues with the original date. There was, I don't know if I had much legs to it, but just want to confirm right here, according to Ring Magazine and Mike Coppinger, it appears that the rematch is now going to be slated for November in London. So in London, in November.
Even bigger.
In London, you can consider, well, you got the O2, which is your standard 20,000 fans, or is it a stadium fight? Is it going to be at Wembley? In November, I mean, you got to consider the weather, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, well,
yeah.
What do you think about that?
So, yeah.
That's a lot of good points right there. My guy, actually, good fucking point.
Yeah, and then that's, holiday
it's
season.
It's going to be cold in the motherfucker out there.
And you know Mr. LP does not like to get cold, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, man, I can't even go to LA without having a sweater on, man. I'm just saying.
All this sexiness, and you still get cold.
All this feeling and stuff, and I still stay cold. What's weird? That's weird. And whatever. Anyways, yes. But good points, though, Jerry. My goodness, fucking A.
Did you say that was Mike Coppinger on
Ring
Magazine, yeah.
Ring Magazine. Like, listen, you actually sent me something earlier this week, and that's where I'm gonna kind of bounce off of what we're talking there into that, and that was that Lester Martinez and what is?
Hey, he was supposed to fight last week. What happened to that fight, bro?
Christian and Billy,
right?
Fight.
His Majesty wants to make that fight happen too. Is what was sent also from the same dude. I'd like to see that fight, man. And Billy versus Lester Martinez would be amazing. You want my opinion as to what happened?
That's a
beast
fight.
Made that call and said, "Hey, we got this big ass fight coming up here on the Canelo undercard. Don't fight because we can't ruin it." That's literally what I think happened there. But having said that,
I got you because that's in line. Don't fuck up. Keep yourself available.
Yes. 100%.
Keep yourself available. Fair enough. But this is the fourth time though he's ducked or left a fucking fight schedule. Lester, personally, just think about this. I get it though, but shout out to Lester and his team, which is Bomac and the Nebraska boys, Bud Crawford, fights on that night under his fucking man's fucking Bud Crawford. That's a good point though.
B&B boxing out there, yep.
Yeah, that's actually, that does make fucking sense.
Now, having said that, everybody at home knows where I'm at, man. I say that dude's tailor-made for Lester, bro. Well, me and you had this conversation before they ever even started talking about.
Well, way before.
And that
you
was
called this
look,
when they
I was like,
knocked
the
out.
one guy I'd like to get in there would be Billy because he's gonna come forward. Lester's polished, man. Lester's not a chump that just throws hard. Lester actually has that amateur pedigree, man. He knows how to work with those dudes that are going to come in and throw fire. And Billy will come in, throw fire. Lester can make it into 3 rounds with him.
Hold on.
Tailor-made.
I want to tell you this. I'm excited about that fight. But, Jerry, I know you remember this, man, with me and you when we talked about this fool. When this guy was ranting, when I told him and he found out, Lester Martinez, Guatemalan born, turning pro in his debut, was versus former world champion. Hold on. Former Ring Magazine world champion, Ricardo Mayorga. And he knocked him out. Second round or something like that, right? And he was like, I was like, man, he beat an old fart. I was like, come on. I was like, what? Come on. But in all honesty, after like a few fights, and next thing I know, he relocated and he's in Nebraska with fucking Bud Crawford and fucking Keyshawn Davis with Bomac in that fucking training camp. Hey, birds of feather flock together, and you see Bud Crawford ringside for Lester Martinez fight. So if y'all don't know who the fuck that dude is, man, do your research. Google that motherfucker. Guatemalan-born Lester Martinez. Yes, his pro debut, he knocked out former world champ, freaking Ricardo Mayorga, but it was more of a namesake because he was way past his best days. But I'm telling you, the better days of Lester Martinez is about to come. And this man, Guapo Damas, did mention, way before this announcement of potential happening with Billy, he's like, this is the fucking fight. I'm like, nah, way too soon. And here it is. I still think it might be way too soon, but again, with Bud Crawford in his corner, how can I fucking doubt the man? So, respect.
Hey, listen, if Lester wins that makes him the mandatory for Canelo?
Makes him one of the mandatories.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Let's not forget, there's a whole bunch of fucking plethora of trinkets and bouts. One of. And we had an outside conversation off the camera, just like the buddy right here just mentioned, Jerry. Tell us again how that mandatory for David Benavidez went versus Canelo.
How long
If he proves he's that
status,
dangerous,
yeah?
let's not get excited thinking because he's number one it's going to happen, bro. I mean, I
No,
hope that it
no,
does.
listen.
But
For me, where I think, especially when it comes to the business part of
no,
boxing,
think
right?
if he blasts out a fucking beast, and Billy ain't no bitch, dog. That motherfucker's a G.
No, I didn't
And think
say
about
that
if he
either. That's why I
blasts
said
him
Lester
out.
has to get out of those first 3 rounds, bro. He's gonna come with it for those first 3 rounds.
But think about if he
But-
blasts him out, bro. Man.
Yeah, no, listen, to me, what I think they think of when we start talking about the business part of boxing, right? Especially with the Sheik getting in there now, and he's the one that basically was the one saying on this, right? Crossing sports over. Guatemala played in the Gold Cup in the summer here in the U.S. One of the biggest things that happened during this tournament was that the United States was outdrawn at an actual competition level tournament by a country in the United States. Guatemala basically went and played the United States in Missouri, and it was a home game for Guatemala because of how many Guatemalans showed up.
Wow.
Whoever's watching the business part of boxing has to see that and has to know.
So what you're
that
saying?
if that
I hear what
gets
you're
put up
saying.
Anywhere and does anything,
I hear what you're
there's
saying.
many
Your
Guatemalans
people
that show up.
travel. They support theirs. Interesting. Very interesting.
100%, man. I was actually one of those people out there, bro. I drove
He
8
did
hours
travel.
to Carson,
Yeah,
man,
he
and
did.
I ended up having a stadium there with another 20,000 Guatemalans that all showed up, and it was nutty, man. It was such a cool atmosphere, and trust me when I say, if Lester Martinez can, first off, if he can get this fight with Emilio and it actually goes through, there's going to be an extra 5,000 Guatemalans there at the fight, right? It's the Crawford Canelo undercard, but there will be Guatemalans there that will be just representing, just to represent, right?
You know what's crazy?
Canadians represent up to a certain level too, so they're playing a very national.
That fight card's not even
so.
solidified yet. Other than the main event, like they're already doing the press tour and everything, but like they're still working out the logistics. There's so many potential and promising. And I do believe you mentioned in the previous setting that they're potentially looking at a 3-night fight card, man. And if that's so, that's crazy. 2, great. Catch me at Friday night fights all day, every day. Thursday, I mean, that's a lot of boxing. But I'm a boxing aficionado. I ain't gonna be no punk. We'll be there. But hey, interesting.